All right, Gotcha Gang, we're back with part two, talking about wearable traits. This is just the potential buffs and abilities that will be applied to the wearables. Your Gotchi will have health points, which, when you take damage will reduce, but also when you sprint, so it doubles as a stamina bar, as we talked about in chapter 2. And action points, which are similar to magic or mana, where that will be for impactful actions. And when you take damage, when you deal damage, it will come out of there. So it's an interesting balance of taking and giving damage. Both of these bars regenerate, so you'll also learn wearable combinations to regenerate faster and just how different gotchis play. That's going to be really interesting. But getting into the wearables themselves, we have kind of this is not an entire list. There could be more things that happen other than this. And there could also be like combinations as you get higher up the rarity of different wearables. So you can see here things you're kind of used to: melee weapon bonus, extra damage to the enemy liquidators, instant projectile speed, extra max damage by level, stun effect, lifesteal, critical strike, all things you're used to if you've played video games before. And like I said, interesting combinations could come from having different wearables, different rarity of the wearables, especially when you get into the godlike, which has auras that can be stacked. And what that means is these positive buffs of faster movement speed, increased overall damage, increased damage to liquidators, lifesteal, will affect the people on your team that are in your area of effect. It will aid not just yourself, but also the people on your team, and they are stackable. So if you're wearing multiple godlikes and you and your homie have a godlike, and it's going to make your team really powerful overall. And of course, there's lots of discussion about this going on in the DAO, so you definitely want to pop in over there and check this stuff out. See, this is what the DAO forum looks like. Chapter 3 discussion. And it brings us into, I didn't cover in chapter 2 traits very well, and part of that was because there was so much discussion about it. Health points doubles as stamina, as we already said. Armor reduces how much damage you take. Attack speed is how fast you can attack. How much your carrying capacity is how much Alchemica you can hold. Ethereality is evade and reduce wall knockback, which is going to be when your Gotchi can pass through objects to some degree based on your ethereality, more corporeal or not. Health regen speed, handling around the turns. We kind of briefly talked about all this. These are traits that you can expect. And the trait mappings are still, under discussion. Like I said, big DAO discussion around traits. There's these eye-specific mappings. I haven't seen a whole lot of discussion over the eyes necessarily, but maybe it's just about the effects in general has been most of the discussion. And Rusty wants to get in on the discussion. So, yeah, really interesting. Also with the mythical high collateral trait. So I guess this is only if you have a mythically high collateral, which I think is like the eye shape, unless I'm messing this up now. I thought I understood this, but I keep confusing myself on this one. So maybe I need some clarity around what this really means. But maybe this is an automatic thing, but it says mythical high, so it assumes that maybe that's like when you have the eyes that look like the collateral. I don't know. That's why you can tell me in the comments section if you do know. I would appreciate it. Uh, I haven't seen much discussion around that. So, getting back to the traits and the wearable, well, not really the wearables. I just wanted to show you really quick that here's some, the trait mappings discussion is still going on, having posts happen as short as 11, 12 hours ago now. Somebody posted. And then the chapter 3 discussion. And then how to value Alchemica, I already showed you. So yeah, clicking through the same stuff. All right. Yeah, that's about it. You need to get into the DAO. There's some really, really great stuff, and I can't just tell you everything people are talking about because it's too damn much, and you need to do your own research. And thank you, Rusty. Yeah. So I'm going to cut it here, and let's get into the next piece of it, you know? Thanks, Gotcha Gang. Meow. You know, there's no end to the humor around here with all these cats.